Alright, we are live again. We're back. Let me make sure everything's working. Oh wow, you can hear that upstairs, huh? Well, yeah, they are fucking stomping about up there, Jesus. There, we continue.
Honey, why you so hard? Like a poor fool in his prime. Yes, I know you can hear me walk. But is your heart made out of stone, or is it lime?
Ezra Miller could have been Bob Dylan instead of Timothy Chalamet. I completely disagree. Ezra Miller would not have been good casting, even despite being a shitty person. Even like removing that fact.
Lean against your velvet door. I watch upon your scorpion who crawls across your circus floor. Just what do you think you have to guard? You know I want your loving, honey, but you're so hard.
So this song is just kind of listing off a bunch of random contradictions, like, you know, temporary like Achilles.
Achilles is in your
It's talking about,
alleyway. He
what
don't
does
want
it
me
say?
here. He
Yeah, helpless like a rich man's child. As well.
He's pointing to the sky.
Gotta do the face he's doing. He's kind of mewing. Did Bob Dylan invent? No, I know John Mew invented mewing. But he's kind of mewing in that picture.
How come you get
Yeah,
like
but on the tracks is the next one I want to do.
God?
Dylan, the real inventor of mewing? Exactly.
You know I want your loving.
Very lyric, yeah.
But you're so hard.
What is new? Don't worry about it. If you're not in the know, stay. Just don't worry. It's some brain rot shit. It's terrible. It's not funny. I'm jealous of you that you don't know about stuff like that. Temporary Like Achilles is a very cleverly written track that lists off a bunch of contradictions that kind of, I guess, is meant to talk about someone who is kind of like bigging himself up when in actuality, you know, that bigging yourself up is kind of exposing your true weaknesses. Like, what makes Achilles temporary is, you know, is Achilles' heel. It's his one weakness. Yeah, it's kind of using a bunch of different metaphors again, the being helpless as a rich man's child and stuff like that. Just a bunch of stuff that doesn't make any fucking sense being used to explore this metaphor, I guess, is very fascinating. The song was a little confusing at first. It took me bringing up the genius and figuring out what the song was like actually trying to get across to figure it out. And maybe that docks it a little bit for me. It's easily the most difficult track to follow along with up to this point. But still, regardless, it's a fantastic piece of the puzzle here. It's a flat 9 for me. If you look at the album cover properly, you'll notice that the photo's actually blurry, and they chose it because it represents how no one can really see Bob. Is it really? Is the album cover blurry? I never noticed. Wow. Absolutely Sweet Mary or Marie.
Well, your railroad gate, you know I just can't jump it. Sometimes it gets so hard, you see. I'm just sitting here, beating on my trumpet, with all these promises you left for me.
Oh, the song was recorded in 4 takes, apparently.
But where
Good aim.
are you tonight, sweet Marie? Well, I waited for you when I was half sick.
Oh, thank you, Chivo.
Yes, I waited for you when you hated me. Well,
I played this one in high school as well,
waited for you inside of the frozen traffic. And you knew I had some other place to be. Now where are you tonight, sweet Marie?
Yeah.
Well, anybody can be just like me, obviously. But then not again, not too many can be like you, fortunately.
That's all good.
Well, 6 white horses that you did promise were finally delivered down to the penitentiary.
Right, I'm looking at Genius. I don't know what the fuck this song's talking about. The song contains what has been termed one of the most often repeated of Dylan's life lessons, the thought that to live outside the law you must be honest, which was later invoked by in many bohemian and countercultural contexts. To live outside the law you must be honest.
Well, I don't know how it happened, but the riverboat captain, he knows my fate.
Look back through these lyrics.
But everybody else, even yourself, they're just gonna have to wait. Well, I got the fever down in my pockets. The Persian drunkard here follows me.
I don't see it, but
I
okay.
can take him to your house, but I can't unlock it. You see, you forgot to leave me with the key.
The river captain could be the man on the river Styx.
Ah, where are you tonight, sweet Marie?
Something about this track feels like it could fit in a Western movie. During like a fast-paced montage of someone like riding on horseback through the desert or something. Feels the most Western out of all the songs so far. It's about not knowing where she is and what's gonna happen. Same drum beat too.
Jail, where all the mail showed. The man can't give his address out to bad company. And now I stand
I do not.
here
I think Bob Dylan is appropriately
looking at
rated.
your yellow railroad
Deserves all the praise he gets.
in the ruins.
Well deserving of being up there with
of
like
your
the biggest
balcony.
60s acts like Hendrix, the Beatles,
Wondering
Beach
where you
Boys.
are tonight, sweet Marie.
Well deserving. I'd honestly say he's my favorite of the bunch, to be honest. Even not having heard like much of his, like most of his stuff. Dylan's probably my favorite. Okay. Absolutely Sweet Marie, I feel like, outside of the opener, is the weakest up to this point, but still a great track. The lyrics were just incredibly difficult to follow along with for me. This and the previous track... Well, no, the previous track not so much. Well, I was able to get it after I was given a little bit of context looking at the Genius annotation for it. But this song, even looking at the Genius annotation, I wasn't able to fully understand it. It felt like the track got a little bit too convoluted at points and was a little too focused on being as Bob Dylan writing as possible, is the only way I can really describe it. It just was a bit much, and it got damn near impossible to follow along with for me. But still, the instrumental slaps. The instrumental is so good, feeling like it could fit again in the background of like a scene, like a montage, plowing through the desert on horseback in a Western film. Feeling like going on a massive, sprawling journey. The most Western sounding song up to this point, easily. And I love that. The sound of this track is gorgeous. Very transportive and immersive, and paints such a gorgeous picture. So instrumentally, one of the best so far, but it's held back by the writing, in my opinion. High 8 on this one, like 8.8, 8.9. So the first song we've had below a 9 since the opener. Still, not a bad song by any means. Still an incredible track. Instrumentally, just wish the writing was a little tighter. Up next we have Fourth Time Around. This is a Norwegian Wood parody, huh? That's fair. That's fair.
She said, don't waste your words, they're just lies. I cried, she was dead.
Thanks for sending over the short tuber.
Hey, she worked on my face until breaking my eyes and saying, what else you got left? Yeah, it was then that I got up to leave, but she said, don't forget. Everybody must give something back for something they get. I stood there and hummed. I tapped on her drum. I asked her how come.
I don't remember the melody to Norwegian Wood, I can't lie. I need to refresh on that song. Remind me at the end of this track, I'll play a little bit of it. I don't remember how Norwegian Wood goes that well. Yeah, I'll send over the link for those after this stream. Remind me at the end, I'll get them over to you.
She threw me outside. I stood in the dirt where everyone walked, and after finding out I'd forgotten my shirt, I went back and knocked. I waited in the hallway, she went to get it, and I tried to make sense.
So, this song is apparently about Bob Dylan's relationship with Eddie Sedgwick. Fourth Time Around is about their fourth time sleeping together, but Dylan denies it, but it's widely recognized that they did have a little love affair. Interesting.
I asked her for some. She said, no dear. I said your words aren't clear.
Legit. Goon is such a good word and it's been ruined.
She screamed till her face got so red, then she fell on the floor. And I covered her up and then thought I'll go look through her drawer. And when I was through,
Eddie Sedgwick was part of Andy Warhol's cohort, huh?
and brought it to you.
Jesus Christ.
You loved me then, you never wasted time. And I never took much, I never asked for your crutch, now don't ask for mine.
It's been so long since I've watched the Goonies. I think that's just since I was a child. Norwegian Wood is 10 times better than this. I forget what my score for Norwegian Wood was. Is it on Rubber Soul? Yeah, it is. Don't start the next song yet. Hang on. So I gave Norwegian Wood a 7. That'll be why I don't remember it. I thought the song was good, but not quite great. Hey, before I start giving my thoughts on the song, we'll play a little bit of Norwegian Wood.
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me.
I see.
She showed me her.
I see. Okay. I see the vision. 7 is wild. I don't need to re-listen to Rubber Soul again soon. I've not listened to it since whenever the video came out, which was like, what? When did the Rubber Soul video come out? I don't even remember. Anyway. Fourth Time Around, yeah, is a great... Wait until the remix is out? Yeah, I'll wait till the remix is out. There we go. Yeah, Fourth Time Around is a nice, simplistic, much more folky song, again, that takes a very pretty, plucky instrumental and tells the story about, instead of Bob Dylan kind of feeling at mental odds like he has been at the rest of this album, it's kind of just like a nice memory that he's having here, just being like, you know what, my time I spent with this person was lovely. There's no bitter feelings. There's no mental struggling that I'm going through with making a decision. It's just a nice memory. And it's very sweet to have a song like that in here, particularly coming this late into the album, having something that is just so clear, that's so vivid, that doesn't feel like you have to dig too deep into the lyrics. It's just kind of what's on the surface, and it's an incredibly simple track, which I appreciate coming this late. I would give that a flat 9. Feels very sober, no weird imagery. Yeah. Way more clarity on that song than there has been on most songs on the album. Up next we have, obviously, 5 Believers.
So all alone. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I won't let you down. I won't let you down. No, I won't. You know, honey, but oh, honey, please don't. Yes, he is now. Yes, he is. Outside my yard.
Are they ranking this up again?
Yes, I tell you what it means if I just didn't have to try so hard.
Okay, Genius has like nothing on this song.
Your mama's working, your mama's moaning. She's crying, you know. She's trying, you know. jugglers, 15 jugglers, 5 believers, 5 believers, all dressed like men.
It does indeed.
Tell your mama not to worry because yes, they're just my friend.
Get another more like straightforward rock song here, a little bluesy as well. I'm liking the blend of super immediate, heavier songs with the more simple, pluckier tracks. The structure of this album is great, outside of, again, the first song feeling a little out of place. Structure's brilliant, the spacing of the heavier songs with the softer moments is really nice. Yeah.
Early in the morning, I'm calling you too. I'm calling you too. Please come home. Yes, I could make it without you, honey, if I just did not feel so all alone.
Feel the amphetamines in the energy here. I've only heard Highway 61. That's the only other one I've heard. Obviously, 5 Believers. I would get my one complaint about this song out of the way, and it's that I feel like the writing here is not quite as descriptive as it is on other tracks. Again, I feel like with the final third of the album, the writing has taken a little bit of a step down. It's a little less descriptive. It's a little less easy to follow along with. But still, I don't care. That song, the instrumental, is one of the best we've had so far. A nice, fast, breakneck-paced blues rock instrumental that is heavy. It's immediate. Punches you right in the face. Pulls no punches. No, punches you right in the face and pulls no punches back to back. I'm the best at using metaphors to describe a song, or analogies, I guess. That song went hard as fuck, and that's all that really matters. Feeling a 9.2 on that. I push copyright to the limit? No, not really. We kind of just, I do it the same way most other reaction channels do it, where I, as soon as a stream gets taken down, just move to a new one. It's just how things work on YouTube. Up next we have, final song already, Jesus. Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. I say already, but it's been almost 2 hours of listening to this album now. Oh, well, an hour and a half that I've been going.
With your mercury mouth in the missionary times, and your eyes
11 minutes
like
indeed.
Smoke, and your prayers like rhymes, and your silver cross, and your voice like chimes. Oh, who do they think could bury you with your pockets well protected at last?
Slow dance into this indeed. Got a nice waltz time.
Which you place on the grass.
Way lower tempo. Much quieter song as well. Which album is it that has Hurricane on it? I always thought it was this album for some reason. Desire, okay.
The Lowlands, where the sad-eyed prophet says that no man comes. My warehouse has my Arabian drums. Should I
Yeah, I'm planning to do a lot more Bob Dylan. Probably not all of his albums, because how many does he have? Yeah, he's got 37 albums. Yeah, I'd like to do more of his early stuff. Free Will and Bob Dylan, Bringing It All Back Home. Most of his 60s output.
Missing the jack and the ace, and your basement clothes.
Blood on the Tracks as well. Absolutely, I would be down to do Blood on the Tracks.
Who among them didn't think he could outguess you with your silhouette? When the sunlight dims into your eyes, where the moonlight swims, and your matchbook songs and your gypsy hymns.
When have I stated I'm smarter than Bob Dylan? I feel like I've acted like I've kind of stated when I've been too stupid to understand the songs, which a lot of these songs I am too dumb to understand. I disagree. I'll take. I feel like I haven't really done that.
To impress you, said I'd lead you the lowlands, where the sad-eyed prophets say that no man comes. My warehouse has my Arabian drums. Should I put them by your gate, or sad-eyed lady, should I wait? The kings of Tyrus with their convict list are waiting in line for that geranium kiss, and you wouldn't know it would happen like this. But who among them really wants just to kiss you with your childhood flames on your midnight rug, and your Spanish manners and your mother's drugs, and your cowboy mouth and your curfew plugs? Who among them do you think could resist you?
Is that me in my profile picture? That is me edited onto the Benz by Radiohead. Yes, that is my face.
Lands where the sad-eyed prophets say that no man comes. My warehouse has my Arabian drums. Should I leave them by your gate, or sad-eyed lady, should I wait? Oh, the farmers and the businessmen, they all did decide to show you where the dead angels are that they used to hide. But why did they pick you to sympathize?
Thanks for the donation,
with their
Hip Hop.
side?
This isn't a request stream though. This is not a request stream.
Mistake you. They wished you'd accepted the blame.
Also, what currency is
for the
that?
farm. But with the sea at your feet and the phony false alarm and with the child of the hoodlum wrapped up in your arms. How
rupees?
could they ever have persuaded you? Said I'd lead you the lowlands.
Fucking hell, Jesus.
Prophets say that no man's come. I wear a house as my Arabian drums. Should I leave them by your gate? Oh, sad-eyed lady, should I wait? With your sheet metal memory of Cannery Row and your magazine husband,
Destination Row is just a good in your opinion. This one's an all-timer.
had to go, and your gentleness now, which you just can't help but show. Who among them do you think would employ you? Now you stand with your thief, you're on his parole.
I know, I forgot to at everyone.
With your
I know.
holy medallion in your fingertips now that fold, and your saint-like face, and your ghost-like soul. Who among them could ever think he could destroy you? Sad-eyed lady of the lowlands, where the
I have indeed.
sad-eyed prophet say that no man comes. Now where house as my Arabian drums. Should I leave them by your gate? Oh, sad-eyed lady, should I wait?
Turn up the volume more? What, is the volume quiet? It looks pretty loud on the OBS thing. No, I don't think every song on here is a 10. But every song on here has been great. Memphis Blues again got a 10. Well, I'm happy to report that it did in fact get a 10 this time around. That is true, I'm not the biggest Queen person. It's not that I like dislike them. I'm just not the biggest Queen guy. Their hits hit sometimes. They have tracks that I enjoy, but not crazy on them. Alright, Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. I saw some people in the chat comparing this to what Desolation Row is as like a closer to this album. And I will say, of the two closers, I prefer Desolation Row. But still, this song is incredible. An absolutely gorgeous tribute to his wife at the time that goes into such detail about, again, a mental back and forth of him deciding whether he should continue with his music or just have his heart 100% in this relationship that he has with this person, and he's kind of fighting back and forth as to whether he should as to which direction he should take with it. And on top of that, you just have an absolutely gorgeous instrumental that it kind of just drifts you along the 11-minute runtime. Never feels like it gets stale, never feels like it gets uninteresting, because it's that serene, it's that soft, it's that quiet in comparison to the rest of the album, that you're able to just sort of sink into the aesthetic here and not really feel like it is too overbearing of a runtime. I am feeling a 9.7 on this song. 9.7. Not quite a 10. I don't feel like it's the best song on the album, but still, gorgeous. Mold myself into the song, don't be a journalist? What do you mold myself into the song? Hang on a sec, my mum's calling me. My mum went to the shop and she forgot her key. I need to go let her in real quick and then we're going to review the album. "11 minutes is a bit much for one song that doesn't change that much." Listen, as someone who will listen to like a Swans or a Godspeed You Black Emperor's song, like it's just kind of like standard for me. Listening to like literally the same thing for like an entire 10-minute section of like a 40-minute song. Anyway, yeah, that song is incredible. Fantastic way to close this. Not my favorite song on the album, not my favorite, but still. It's a near perfect track in my opinion. This album was incredible. It was so good. Literally, this album, not only lived up to, but kind of exceeded my expectations. I went into this with, I'm going to be honest, a little bit of hesitation, having loved Highway 61. I went into this worried that it wouldn't live up to that album. And while I will say I definitely do prefer Highway 61 over this album, I think Highway 61 is basically perfect. I think that this album is still incredible regardless, and lives up to the reputation that precedes it, and especially lives up to the incredibly high regard I held Bob Dylan in after having heard that previous album. Yeah, I am fucking blown away by this shit. I am so blown away. They want a fancy plate but can't do it themselves. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah, the flow of this album, the variety you get here, and the more personal lyricism is like it's what makes this, in my opinion. You get a much different experience here, something that's a little more dirty, that's a little more raw, something that feels like it's more of a personal experience from Bob Dylan as opposed to the more conceptual Highway 61, and it allows these songs to hit a little bit harder on the like emotional factor, and you sort of get to see a much different side of Bob Dylan here than you did on the previous album. It feels like the two are complete opposites of each other, where Highway 61 is this very polished, perfect 60s project that feels like everything is as pristine as it could possibly be, and this is way more raw, way more dirty. And yeah, that switch up in sound is kind of what makes this album as refreshing as it is to me as well. And on top of that, I have to talk about how well paced it is. The structure of this album, outside of the first track feeling a little out of place, is literally perfect. Every single song is the perfect length. They're perfectly placed. The blending of the heavier tracks being mixed in with the much softer, more plucky songs, and the way they're spaced out allows for this album to be as long as it is, because it's constantly switching up. No two songs that are back to back feel the same. And on top of that, the album just has so much dynamic range. You get songs that are so quiet, that are so easy on the ears, and then you'll get a track that has this big, massive, sweeping chorus with so many packed layers on top of each other. I say I'm really impressed by this, but it's not even, like, impressive at this point. It's just Bob Dylan doing his thing and creating an incredible experience. Yeah. The album is good. Surprise, surprise. Rainy Day Woman is one of Bob's best openers. I don't know, maybe re-listening to the album casually with the context of the rest of the project, I might enjoy it a bit more. But I will say, when my point of comparison is like a Rolling Stone, it sets a pretty high bar. This is expecting too much or spoiled. So I have just praised the shit out of the album. What are you talking about? I've just sat here and D1 glazed this album. All I said is that I personally prefer Highway 61. It's like, of the two albums, that's the one I prefer a little bit more. Jesus. Can't a man have an opinion? Dear Lord. But is it a music discussion? Hold on, let me see what this is. Blonde on Blonde Redux. Oh, Abigail DeVoe, I see. I'm not sure I'm going to have time to watch that today. I'm not sure. I am going to be kind of busy. Literally how Fantano fans act when he gives an album a 7. Straight up. Like, I've just said that this album is the best shit ever, and then all I'm getting is, oh, your expectations are too high. Why'd you go in with such high expectations? Knocked Out Loaded. Oh, this album. Oh, I looked this up on stream recently, yeah. Where does this rank in 60s albums? On the towards the top, I guess. You know, it's up there. It's definitely up there. It's like, I don't know. It's like within the S tier. It's a S tier album right here. S tier. Anyway, fucking camera focusing. I am going to add up my scores, and then I will tell you what the overall score for this album is. I'm feeling a 9.5 out of 10 on this album. A 9.5. I thought this was absolutely incredible. A near perfect release. A genuinely near perfect release. An album that is so deeply personal, that is so much rawer and dirtier than the previous album, and something that allows you to get soaked in and be emotionally beaten by Bob Dylan's constant mental back and forth on this project. I love this. Lived up to and exceeded my expectations. It is, it's close between this and Highway 61, but Highway 61 does edge it out a little bit for me. Yeah, this shit slapped. It's a great album. All right, I'm gonna do the outro for the YouTube video. No one go anywhere. We have an album of the year review to write. This or Zeppelin 2? Ooh, those are both 60. Ooh. I need to spend more time with this. I'd say Zeppelin 2, but that's just because I've had more time to spend with that album. Alright, I'm going to do the outro, then we are going to write album of the year review. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of this album down below and how it compares to other Bob Dylan and just 60s releases in general for you. Let me know what other albums you'd like to see me react to down below in the comments. Links in the description to my Discord, my album of the year, my Twitter, and my other channels. Check those out if you haven't. Also, like and sub. We are on our way to 3K. And I will see you all whenever I next stream or upload. Bye-bye. Alright. About 2 hours of recording that was. About 2 hours, roughly. Gave him the same score. Yeah, Zeppelin 2 also got a 9.5 from me. Can I redo the album since you missed it? About right. I'm afraid I can't do that. Alright, let's get this album of the year review written, ladies and gentlemen. First, we have to fill in our track scores. Let me move this over here so that it's not in my way. So we got 89, 94, 97, 100, 98, 100, 93, 98, 95, 90, 92. 97, there you go, there's all the track scores. Alright. Number 2 for 66, what's number 1? Ah, Revolver. Okay, that makes sense. Really? Pet Sounds not in the top 3. Interesting. Oh shit, that's the wrong tab. Do I think it's a hot take that you think Blonde is better than the White? I think this is better than the White Album. The White Album is not the best Beatles. The White Album's not even top 3 Beatles for me. No, the second disc of the White Album's better, I'm afraid. Second disc is better. Listen, I have what is apparently a hot take. I think Revolution 9 is one of the best things the Beatles created. a genuinely experimental, eerie track. I gave it a 10 in my reaction. I'd stand by that. Obviously not a song I can re-listen to, but still. Track ratings, yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, I still prefer Highway 61. I still do think the Highway 61's a bit better, but still, Blonde on Blonde, it's incredible. This only proves I hated the album exactly. If I liked the album, I would have given it an 11 out of 10. Balls on balls. That should have been my review, on God. When are we doing the Kinks? I'll get the schedule up for you. Let me find that shit. Fuck, I'm gonna need to rearrange some of the, Did someone just fall down the fucking stairs? What was that? Anyway. I'm going to need to rearrange some of this here because, like, we've done Blonde on Blonde now, because this is now part of the Oasis lineup of albums. So, I'm going to need to rearrange some of this schedule here. And I'm also considering maybe doing Arctic Monkeys before Taylor Swift. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway. I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it for me. I was able to get the disintegration reaction, but I'm going to be honest, I tried editing a bit of that video and it's sitting through, going through that album again is rough. That's not easy for me to listen to. So it's possible that video doesn't come out. It's fucking, like, difficult to sit through that shit. It makes me very sad. I have seen the Breach track list. Some of these titles are pretty fucking dumb. We can go through that real quick. Look at these titles. City Wars, a good title. Raw Fear, dumb title. Drum Show, dumb title. Garbage, dumb title. The Contract, that's a good title. Downstairs, that's a good title. Robot Voices, dumb title. Center Mass, good title. Cottonwood, dumb title. One Way, good title. Days Lie Dormant, good title. Tally, dumb title. Intentions, good title. Drum Show will be my favorite track. Yeah? Well, now. We'll see. We'll see. I'm assuming we're going to get the first single for that in the coming days, so that will be a reaction when that single drops. That'll be probably coming out, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for me. I think that is going to do it. What album would I say has perfect titles that match together? Send me Deltron. Thank you. Thank you. Best titles on an album. Dark Side of the Moon has some fire fucking titles. Song titles on that album go so hard. Speak to Me, Breathe in the Air, On the Run, Time, The Great Gig in the Sky, Money, Us and Them, Any Color You Like, Brain Damage, and Eclipse. Those are some fire fucking titles. Pink Floyd song titles in general kind of go hard. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys for being here, Jerry, Pedro, Shaden. Just gonna say Manic, not even gonna try. Rodomar, Chivo, Ryan K, Trudy, DHC Blink, everyone who has been here. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully gonna be doing a request stream tomorrow. We'll see. I've got a busy one tomorrow, and I'm hoping I'm able to get everything done before I stream. If I do end up streaming, it will be a little bit late because I do have a thing booked for 1:30, so I might end up streaming like an hour late if I end up streaming tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for me.